Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Home Game. I'm here at the computer station, which means we're doing more video games. And this time around, we're doing Jeopardy for the Game Boy. Now, this is made by Gametek. However, I don't really want to say made by Gametek. They are a licensing company, essentially, because they hardly ever made their own games. Um, they were normally licensed out to other people. Like, if you know the NES, the first three Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy games, which would be Wheel of Fortune Family Edition, Wheel of Fortune, and Junior Edition Wheel of Fortune, then Jeopardy, 25th Anniversary Jeopardy, and Jeopardy Junior. Those were all made by Rare. And this game right here, and its sequel one, which we're going to do later on, uh, Jeopardy Platinum Edition, was done by Data Design. And they made some pretty terrible games, including one of the worst games ever in Ninja Bread Man. But that's neither here nor there. Now, Jeopardy on the go is going to be pretty interesting. And in order to pull this off, I could pull out my Retron 5, but we're going to play it on the Super Game Boy. Because, well, the Super Nintendo is right by my computer anyways, because that's what I use for streaming mainly. Smash TV, Tetris Dr. Mario, and WWF Royal Rumble. But, with that being said, it's time to give this thing a go. So we're going to do that right now. Don't worry about that, that's loading up. And don't tell me this is happening again. I won't be shocked if it does, and unfortunately it is. I knew I shouldn't have pulled out the cartridge. Is it going? Nope. I gotta blow on it again. I mean, this is what we did back in the old days. It still works now. I mean, what's wrong with giving it a good blowjob every now and then? And there it is. Jeopardy. This was released, I believe, in 91. Or 90, actually. This is one of the early ones. And you get to hear, like, a 8-bit version of the theme, which is actually done pretty well. We're going to play versus the computer. Now, this is very finicky. I'm finding out. Now, there's only 2 podiums instead of 3, so just think of it as like the equivalent of Super Stumpers, if you remember that episode of Rugrats. Now, A, B, C, D, E, F instead of putting the category names because it'd be too small to read. So up top we have All's Fair, begins with Z, basketball, water, music, and 7. So we'll go basketball for 100. Now, we take a look at those. He is not Alex Trebek, nor is he Art Fleming. Now, 25,000 points, that's Will Chamberlain. Now, the game does say it will allow, slight misspellings, which is an improvement over the NES games, which, were notoriously strict. Now, I also have this for the Game Gear. Just like Coach... Now, this is Bear Bryant. And what's getting me on this is the very finicky nature of the controls. Oh, it's not Bear Bryant. I thought it was. I do like the little animations. Yeah, the John Wooden. Yeah, apparently this ZWXYZ is something that in the Game Boy games means that the computer won't know the answer. So we'll go all's fair to 100. And that would be the fair way. It doesn't look that bad for a portable Jeopardy. And this game does try its best to colorize, while the Super Game Boy does. Is it Fairlane? Fairbanks. Oh, Douglas Fairbanks. What is the fair sex? Yes, the controls are a bit finicky for my liking, though, when it comes to this Game Boy version. And this would be fair weather. You know, you always hear about fair weather fans in sports. You know, they're only fans when, you know, the teams are very popular or they're really good. I'm just wondering how that's going to be playing out here in Seattle, because now that the Seahawks are bad and all the players are now gone. Oh, this would be My Fair Lady. Wait a minute. It's not My Fair Lady? Well, what could it be? Now, the Game Gear version, I'll say this, it will be featured, but in a later edition. Oh, State Fair. Oh, yeah, that episode of MASH, where it always has it. Good music for 100. Now I want to try something. Now, I'm going to go Rogers, Rogers. See if they'll take that. Yep, they'll take Rogers. You know, Rogers and Hammerstein, Rogers and Hart. Now, the Game Gear version pretty much has the same setup, but it's more uh, it's more color and actually has more bluer tints. And a host that looks like Alex Trebek. But the graphics make this look more like, you know those old computer games? I mean, that's what it looks like. And it looks like they set up the host podium. But it looks fine. But one thing I do have to wonder, you're playing Jeopardy on the road. You're playing this in a car. And I played this off of a Super Nintendo controller. I can't imagine playing this with, the brick. And, it would just feel uncomfortable. Like, is the brick here, or did I put it in the... Okay, the brick's back in the back bedroom. But could you imagine playing Jeopardy in the car? You're playing it by yourself. So yeah, that's interesting. I think I'm going to stop it right here. And that's essentially a taste of Jeopardy on the, you're playing it on your Game Boy. It looks alright. Plays alright. I just don't know how much mileage you can get off this. And so with that, I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you liked what you see, thumbs up the video. Leave a comment on your thoughts of what I showed off to you. Or if you want to suggest a home game for us to look at, a video game you want us to look at. Or, better yet, become a Patreon backer, as the link says right down there, patreon.com/GameShowGumbo. You get early access to all the weekend videos. And you're going to get some more heads up on what's going to be coming up in the future. And I hope to hear from all of you. Also, subscribe to this channel, because we love viewership and all that fun stuff. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Take care. See you next time.